My dear students, good morning everyone. My dear students, from today onwards, I am going to start computer related videos that I'm gonna make. So I request everyone, first of all, subscribe my YouTube channel and hit on the bell icon so that you never miss an update. My dear students, today's topic is very important, and the topic is what is used to connect components in a computer system. I repeat once again the question, what is used to connect components in a computer system? My dear students, let us move forward about this question and let's get a perfect answer. You see, first of all, the components in a computer system are connected mainly by buses. My dear students, I repeat once again, whatever the components are there in a computer system, they are connected mainly by buses. Just you look at a red colored word, buses. Then the question is, what is a bus? A bus is a communication system that transfers data, instructions, and signals between different parts of the computer. So the job of bus is, it is just a communication system that transfers data, instructions, and signals between different parts of the computer. So I hope we have understand the meaning of bus. Here, once again, I'm repeating some more important point. A bus is a communication pathway, we can also say. So, a bus is a hardware system. It is a set of electrical wires or tracks. Don't get confusion. A bus is a hardware system. It is a communication pathway which contains a set of electrical wires or tracks on the motherboard that allows different components of a computer to transfer data, to transfer addresses, and control signals. So what is the function of a bus? It allows different components of a computer to transfer data, to transfer address, and control signals. This is the function of a bus. So a bus is a hardware system. So I have repeated three times the meaning of bus. I hope all my dear students have understand. So let us move forward. What are the components that are connected by bus? My dear students, central processing unit CPU, memory, specifically RAM, that is random access memory, input devices, output devices, and storage devices. These are connected by bus. These are the components which are connected by bus. Next question is, let us know about types of buses used to connect components in a computer system. The question is, what are the types of buses that are used to connect components in a computer system? There are three types of buses, my dear students: data bus, address bus, and control bus. What is the meaning of data bus? Data bus, as the name itself suggests, data, that is data. It carries data between the CPU, that is central processing unit, memory, and input or output devices. So data bus duty is what? It carries, that is it passes data between CPU, memory, and input output devices. For example, the central processing unit sends data to RAM, that is random access memory, through the data bus. So it transfers data between components. So I hope my dear students understand the meaning of data bus or data bus. So next type of bus is address bus. So what is the meaning of address bus? Address bus, it carries the address of memory locations where data is stored. So it carries the address. What is the function of address bus? It carries the address about what? About memory location, where the memory is located. Okay, where data is stored. That address it carries, that is address bus. For example, the central processing unit sends a memory address through the address bus to access data in RAM. So the central processing unit does what? It sends a memory address. It sends what? A memory address through the address bus. Through which bus? Through address bus, so that we can access data in random access memory. So we should know that address bus always carries memory address from central processing unit to memory. So third type of bus is control bus. What is the meaning of control bus? As the name itself suggests, it carries control signals that manage operations of the computer. So control bus always carries what? It carries control signals. Okay, that is, the for example, the central processing unit sends a read or write signals through the control bus. So central processing unit, it does what? It sends a read or write signals. So what are the different signals? A read signal and write signals. It sends the read or write signals through which bus? Control bus. So control bus is, the function is what? It sends control signals, that is read or write operations. So the question is, what is control signal then? A control signal is a signal that directs hardware components when and how to perform specific operation. What operation has to be done, how it has to be done, when it has to be done. So every direction, this control signals, it directs to hardware components. It directs to whom? Hardware components, about when to perform and how to perform. It tells everything. That is why it is called control signals. Control signals includes read or write operations. Then the question comes, what is read or write operations? My dear students, read operations in computer, what is the meaning of read operations in computer system? My dear students, a read operation means the central processing unit retrieves. I have written in red colored word. It retrieves. Retrieves means recover data or instructions from memory or an input device. So read operation is nothing but the central processing unit. It what it does? It recovers, it retrieves, it recovers the data, it recovers the instructions from whom? From memory, from input device. So this is called read operation in computer. So the computer reads or takes data from memory or from storage to the central processing unit for processing. So we should understand that read operation is nothing but recovering the data. Okay, recovering the data or taking the data. Example, when a program is opened, for example, any program has opened in the computer system. When program is opened, the central processing unit reads the instructions from RAM. Okay. So simple sentence, the central processing unit performs a read operation to get data from memory. If we want to get data from memory, that is called read operation in computer system. Then what is the meaning of write operation? Write operation is nothing but, a write operation means the central processing unit sends or stores data. So in this case, what happen? Central processing unit sends data or stores data where? Into memory or storage device. That is, the computer writes or stores processed data into memory. For example, after calculation, for example, if we are doing any mathematical calculation in our computer, the central processing unit writes the result into RAM. That is, it stores the result into random access memory. So in simple, we can say the central processing unit performs a write operation to store data. So these are the control signals. Which are the control signals? Read operations or write operations. These are the control signals. It is controlled by control bus. So control signals are read operation and write operation. Read operation is nothing but recovering data or retrieving data. Write operation is nothing but storing data or sending data. So other than these bus, what are the other hardware components to be used to connect components? So other hardwares are motherboard, cables, ports, and expansion slots. What is motherboard? So motherboard is the main circuit board that connects all components. We should remember the main circuit board is motherboard, which connects all components of the computer system. Next, cables. Everybody know the meaning of cables. Cables used to connect internal and external devices. Okay, it connects internal devices and external devices. Next one is ports, ports. What is the meaning of ports? Ports is nothing but interfaces for connecting peripherals. Connecting peripherals. So here ports is nothing but interfaces for connecting peripherals. So peripherals is nothing but external devices. For example, USB, HDMI, etc. So ports is it plays as a connecting, it helps to connect peripherals, that is external devices, that is USB, HDMI, etc. The last hardware is expansion slots. Expansion slots which used to connect additional cards like graphics or sound cards. So here I would like to say what is the meaning of graphics or sound cards. Graphics and sound cards are specialized hardware components that enhance a computer's multimedia capabilities. A graphic card, that is GPU, renders images and videos for the monitor, essential for gaming or editing. A sound card converts digital audio data into analog sound for speakers or vice versa for recording. So we should remember that graphic and sound cards are specialized hardware components that enhance, that is increase a computer's multimedia capabilities, that we should remember. So today what we have discussed, what is used to connect components in a computer system is, that is bus is the communication system, which is a communication pathway which helps to connect components of a computer system. And we discussed about the components of connected by bus, and we discussed about types of buses, and we discussed about the meaning of data bus, address bus, control bus, and we discussed about read operation, meaning what, control signal means what in that read operation, write operation meaning we have discussed. And we have discussed other hardware which are used to connect components, that is motherboard, cables, ports, expansion slots, and we have discussed about graphic or sound cards meaning. So I hope all my dear students have understand my explanation in detail. I request everyone, please subscribe my YouTube channel and hit on the bell icon so that you never miss an update. Please share all your friends. This video is really very important for all the competitive examinations. Thank you one and all.